Okay, this is the very last piece, I promise, of the course navigational video sequence. We had just gone over clicking on registration and payment policies. That tab opens up information for you about payment for the course, specific to cohort registration and payment. Okay, so that brochure is just for your information from our advising department. Okay, other things you'll want to know about. I've gone through most of these tabs on the left-hand side up through tools. If you click on tools, we won't use all these tools. These tools, for some things, are just an easier way to get to things you could also tab to on the left. For instance, you can get to the FAQ blog through the blogs. You can get to your grades this way. You can also do it by clicking here on the left. You can send email to your classmates or myself. You can get to the wikis. You can get to the discussion board. So these are just different ways you can get to the different things. So like to give you, for instance, if you need to get to the discussion board, you click there. It's the same as if you clicked on discussion board over here, and you'll see the discussion board topics you saw before. So going back through tools, again, just another way to access a lot of different things, but a few novel things that we'll be using in this section. One is the announcements. This is how I will post announcements. I'll click on announcements, and you'll probably see at least one, if not two, a week. I will also click, when I do this, click on the email function, so it will email you the announcement. What you will be most interested in is the Blackboard Collaborate. So if you want to meet virtually, but we want to see each other, be able to talk through the computer, if you click Blackboard Collaborate, it will take you to this page. Now, when you do this the first time, it'll make you update your Java. So if we plan to meet, I usually suggest you go into Blackboard Collaborate at least the day before and make sure you have it working. When you come in here, you'll see right now there's no scheduled sessions. But for our meeting, I'll schedule a session and it will be listed below. You will click on it and then enter the session. For instance, if I were to pick one here, I could create a session, and I could make it for sometime today, 9:15 to 12:15, and I could save it. I'm just doing this so you can see what it would look like, and then you'd have a session here. So if we had one set up, I would click it here, and then it will give you the option to join the room, okay? And other additional information will be over here, but all you need to do is join the room. But again, just make sure that when you go to one of our setup meetings, if you set up a meeting with me, just make sure you have all your updates done before you try to enter a meeting, because you might find that it takes you a while to do that. Okay, I will also offer Collaborate sessions to answer questions throughout the semester, where you don't have to sign up for them and you can just enter the room I've scheduled for that hour or two time frame and ask me questions. So those are the two ways I'll use Collaborate: for individual meetings that you want to schedule, or if I'm just having like a Q&A for anybody who wants to ask me questions. So it's always a good idea to make sure your Collaborate's working and that you know how to use it. There's some Blackboard tutorials for that. If you want the basics, you can also email me and I can give you some more basics than I've discussed here. You can always, always, always meet with me in person or by phone. So don't feel like this is the only way to meet with me. All right. Also on this side is help. This is Blackboard Helps. So if you click on it, it'll take you to the student version of different ways you can get help through Blackboard. This is helpful if you're new to Blackboard. The My Grades function again will show grades, but it won't for me because I don't have any grades. So if I clicked on that, it'll just say I won't have grades, but your grades will be listed here. Other things that you'll see here, another way to email. And if you ask me to set up a group for you in Blackboard, I could set up through here, but usually once you get your group together, I will give you a group research review wiki to work with. Other things here, these are just more Blackboard helps, the FAQ blog, which we talked about, and then these are library resources. So we have a dedicated education librarian here at Mason, and that's her, Ann Driscoll. And on this page, she has put helpful things for you as students to take a look at. These are not required to look at, but in case you need any help doing research, these are great links and little video clips to help you. Okay, I think I've covered all the basics here because these other things are things that usually I manage down at the bottom. Um, if you have any questions at any time, always you can email or call me. If you don't get me when you call me, leave me a message, and I'm happy to call you back. If you're more comfortable with texting, you're welcome to do that with my cell phone. My office phone does not accept texts, unfortunately. But you're welcome to text me. Just when you text me for the first time, identify yourself by your first name and last name so I know who you are. This is just helpful to me because when you start texting me and I don't know who you are, I can't answer your questions as well. All right, I look forward to having you in class, and great start with Memorial Day to our first class session.